I'm here with great news. It is literally impossible for you to be broke. Okay. Like it's just impossible. Let me explain. So, I received a download earlier today about our timelines. And if you're looking at this content, if you're listening to this message, then most likely you are very familiar with timelines or you've heard them before of them before. Timelines are literally just parallel universes existing at the same time. Um, think of like your past versions of yourself. Okay, we won't dive into like a past life, past self, etc. We won't dive into that today, but think of just like a year, like you were 5 years old, then 6 years old, then 7 years old, then 8 years old, each year representing a new timeline. Okay, they happened, they existed. You're no longer seven, now you're 27, 37, right? But you were seven at one point. Okay, you with me? So everything that you experienced when you were 7 years old, it still exists, right? You just aren't experiencing it right now. So that means that in that timeline, you have certain experiences. You moved into another timeline, and then another timeline, and then another timeline. And now you're in your current timeline. You're no longer in your past, you're in your present. And then, of course, you have your future, which you will eventually jump into, which is on another timeline. Okay, now here's the kicker. Each of these timelines exist at the same time. Okay, they're literally, like I said, parallel universes that are just existing all at once. So let's go back maybe 5 years. Okay, 5 years ago, maybe you were working at a different job. You were getting a paycheck every 2 weeks. And then maybe a year after that, you quit that job, you went to a different job, and you started getting paid daily from that job, that position. And then you quit that job maybe 2 years later, and now you're working for a current job where you get paid every 2 weeks again. Okay, everything, all of the money that you have accumulated in your past timelines, okay, still exist, just like all the experiences that you had in your past lives, timelines still exist to this day. So it is literally impossible for you to ever fix your lips to say that you are broke, that you have no money, that you are not rich, okay? Because all of the money from your past timelines and the money that you are bound to receive that already exist in energetic form in your future is already like literally dedicated to you. It is destined to be yours. So when you say the affirmation, I am rich, I am wealthy, I'm a millionaire, know that all the money that you've received in your past and that you are meant to receive in your future stacked together equates to that fact, absolute fact. You are wealthy, you are rich, you are a millionaire. So don't say you're broke ever again.